Hello all you beautiful people out there, this is Shibangi and welcome to the Daydream Project Beauty. In few of the makeup tutorials that I had posted earlier, some of you guys told me that I should not fast forward the part where I'm applying a certain product because you want to see the technique of how to apply it. To be honest, while doing a makeup tutorial from scratch, it is not possible to not fast forward certain parts of it because otherwise it will end up being way too long. But my motive always is to show you guys each and every technique to create a certain makeup look. And that's the reason why I've come out with this 3-video series on beginner's makeup tutorial. In this series, I'm going to show you the basic techniques of makeup without fast forwarding them. I shot this entire series in one go, but to keep it comprehensive and short and for you to understand it better and not get confused, I'm going to release it in 3 parts. I've tried to keep it as simple as possible for all you beginners out there, and I've tried to explain each and every step in the best possible way. This is the look which we are going to achieve at the end of the series. I know that it looks pretty simple, but I've actually tried to incorporate as many makeup techniques in it as possible. Some of the products that I have used in this entire series, the links to those products will be mentioned in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. So without much further ado, let's just begin with part 1 of our beginners masterclass. The first and foremost thing that you need to do before applying any sort of makeup on your face is to moisturize it, put a sunscreen, and then put a good primer. These 3 things you have to apply on your face before applying makeup, no matter what time of the day you are stepping out. I've just washed my face with a face wash, and for moisturizer, I'm going to use this Body Shop Vitamin E Moisture Cream. This is very lightweight, non-greasy, and it is excellent to apply before you apply any sort of makeup. My skin has been really dry lately, and this cream is really good for dry skin. Now that we've moisturized our face pretty well, the next thing that we have to apply is a good lightweight sunscreen. And the sunscreen which I'm going to apply is by Suncros. It's Suncros Matte Finish Soft Sunscreen. This sunscreen was suggested to me by my dermat, and it is really good. It's a powder touch sunscreen which is free of parabens and really good for the skin, and it is 50 SPF. You should always take a liberal amount of sunscreen on your palm and then apply it all over your face and your neck. And don't forget your ears and your lips. After you've applied your moisturizer and sunscreen, give your skin approximately 5 minutes to soak up all those products, and after that start priming your face. And for primer, I'm going to use this Lakme Absolute Blur Perfect Primer. This is really good for people with open pores as well. This gives a nice smooth finish to your skin. Our skin is finally prepped to apply that makeup on, and I put a little bit of lip balm on because my lips were feeling really dry. So let's start with concealing our under eyes first. If you've got an extreme case of dark under eyes, the best way to cover them up is to apply a color corrector before applying a concealer. The color corrector palette which I'm going to use today is this one by Wet n Wild. It's Coverall Concealer Palette, and it's got like 4 shades in it. The peachish pink one is perfect for under eyes. The pista green one is perfect to hide any sort of spots on your face, and the beige one works as a concealer. The white one is just a cream highlighter. I'm going to take the peach color from this palette, and with my fingers I am going to apply it under my eyes all the way through. To apply it evenly, lightly tap it under your eyes, do not drag it. And the blending is done. I've applied a very thin layer of it under my eyes and on top of my eyelids as well. You guys can already see the difference. This color corrector has already covered my dark circles to a great extent. But since the color of this color corrector is different than my skin tone, I will need to apply a very thin layer of concealer on top of it. The concealer which I'm going to use is Fit Me by Maybelline in the shade medium. This is almost an exact match of my skin tone. To make sure that the areas under my eyes matches the rest of my skin tone, this is how I'm going to apply my concealer. I made like a little V here. I started from the innermost corner of my eyes because I've got slight darkness there. I put color corrector there as well, and it ends here at the outermost corner of my eye. And just at the level of my nose, the pointy tip of the V ends. To blend this concealer, I'm going to use a concealer brush. This is by Pack Cosmetics. It's in number 219. While doing this, make sure that you cover your eyelids as well. So with the brush as well, I'm not really dragging the brush, I'm lightly tapping it under my eyes, because if I drag it, it's gonna become streaky. And that's it, your under eyes are concealed. Just to make sure that it stays in place while we are applying our foundation, we are going to apply a little bit of setting powder on top of this concealer. I'm going to use the same concealer brush to do so, and I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution banana powder for the same. I've taken a bit of this powder on my brush, and in the same tapping motion, I'm applying it on the areas that we have concealed. And we're done. This is how you conceal your dark circles to perfection. Alright guys, I'm going to go and conceal the dark circles on the other side of my face and come back, and we're going to head start with the foundation then. For foundation, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Matte Magique 12-Hour Foundation, and there are a few ways to apply your foundation. You can apply it with your fingers, that's possibly the best way to apply it, or you can use a stippling brush or a beauty blender. Today, I'm going to show you how to apply foundation with a beauty blender. The first thing that you need to do is to soak it in water and then squeeze out as much water as possible from it. The harsh truth is that beauty blenders do soak up quite a bit of product, and you will always end up using extra product. I was actually trying different techniques lately to figure out a way to blend out your foundation perfectly with a beauty blender without using too much of product. And the best way which I discovered is to take the product in your hand and then make small dots of it all over your face. And after that, blend it with the beauty blender. Now to blend it, you don't have to drag the blender across your face, you have to lightly tap it on your face. You can actually use this round side for the larger areas of your face, like your cheeks and your forehead and stuff. It's actually up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. the blending is done. This is a medium coverage foundation. If you want to make it full coverage, then you can just go ahead and add another layer of foundation and again blend it with a beauty blender exactly how we did it the first time. Now to set this foundation in place, we obviously need to use some setting powder. I'm again going to take the Makeup Revolution banana powder and apply it on my face with a puff. You have to apply an even layer of setting powder on your face. If you want, you can use any compact as well to do the same. Actually, the same rule goes for any tool that you're using on your face. You never have to drag anything on your face. You always have to lightly tap it. We're done with the first beginner's masterclass on how to hide dark circles and apply foundation. I know that my face is looking really flat right now, and that is because it needs some definition. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in my next video. I'm going to show you how to contour, bake, and highlight your face. So stay tuned for more. I really hope that you enjoyed your first beginner's masterclass. I shall see you tomorrow. Signing off for now. Bye-bye. Mwah.